Good day. Today with me is Dr.Kingmoohan. He's the Chief Business Officer of Chisel. Being a PhD in marketing and advertising, he makes a big difference to the world of fitness and lifestyle. He's also a human rights and an anti-corruption well-known, renowned person in Karnataka and in India as the State Secretary. With me is also Gopal Gera, who is a sales maximizer and sales consultant also for Snap Fitness. And on my left is Mr. Shailendra, well known as an entrepreneur for multiple industries in the fields of education and e-commerce. He is also a leadership trainer and coach. Welcome on board, gentlemen.
Thank you.
And today's topic is all about, leadership, fitness, well-being, holistic development. And I would like to start with Gopal. Gopal, you are known in the industry to lead the way in terms of leadership programs. And, the recent one that you conducted with one of the top corporates showcased how it is a very challenging proposition to create a work-life balance with health and fitness. What is your take on it?
According to me, leadership starts with self-awareness and self-leadership. How would a person who is not able to lead his own self, his own body, his own mind, how could he lead the bodies and the minds of others in his team? So leadership begins with self-leadership, and that's how I think fitness and leadership are connected. A person who is fit is productive, is able to solve problems better, is able to lead his team better with example.
Wonderful. And talking about connection and connectedness, Doctor, if you can also let us know, being at Chisel, you have a lot of corporate members there. How do you see, the momentum being geared up by people who are there, and does it help them in their corporate lives as well?
It's an interesting question. See, what happens in a corporate life is the person is an excellent performer in terms of work, but he lacks stress management. That is where, we have our own center in Bagmani, World Technology Center, wherein we have stressed the importance of you work together, but you work out together. That is where, you bring in that relationship, bondage among the workers. And when they go back to work after a brief workout in the gym, the energy levels are huge, amazing. Performance levels have, changed to a certain extent wherein the bondage and the way they feel that they are able to produce more work, they are able to contribute more work, is the sign which we see having a fitness center among the corporate world. And I have got a lot of feedbacks from the management, and they told me that this is something which we were looking out for, and we see the results.
Wonderful. And when results play a big role in terms of visibility, Shailendra, you've been spearheading quite a few businesses, and what does fitness mean to you when your employees and you are there as a leader to empower your teams and the companies?
I think for me, fitness is a very holistic thing, and I've seen that unless we train our minds powerfully, it's very difficult to maintain fitness at a physical level. So as a success coach and trainer, I really help people to really train their mind so that they can unleash the full potential that they have within themselves and manifest the high success in all areas of their lives. And I think fitness is one of the areas of life, but I think we must address all the areas of life, and then we truly become fit in that sense.
Yeah, addressing areas, are there any, you deal with different facets of life. You're an actor, you do a lot with, human rights, fitness. What are the areas that should ideally be covered when it comes to fitness?
I'll tell you, fitness is something, which is a must for every living being on earth. And you see, the reason for fitness is stress. A baby born is also having stress. Like, who's going to give the attention to that baby? There are so many people, doctors, nurses, parents, relatives, and it's confused. There is a stress factor there. As it graduates and gets into the school, the nursery level, all the homeworks, all the project works, it goes on, it builds on. People today use technology to the maximum. And by using technology, they are reducing their physical activity. When there is a reduction in physical activity, you don't know how to manage stress. People say you meditate for 10 minutes, you can gain a lot. But before you meditate, you walk out for 10 minutes and see how it improves your meditation also.
Lovely.
So that's the bottom line. Stress is there in corporate life because our education system, if you notice, you're taught how to work. But what is lacking is how do you manage people when you work? When you don't know how to manage people when you work, what work you do is not complete. So that is where again stress develops, and when the stress develops, your performance level goes down. So it indirectly affects at every phase of your life, if you notice. I can't be more elaborate, pointing out stage by stage, but overall in life, fitness is more important because that keeps your mind agile,
Exactly.
alert.
Yeah.
When you're alert, you can take the best decisions in your life.
True. And going over to you, Gopal, I think you deal with one of the most challenging areas of any business, which is sales. Stress in sales, maximizing sales potential. Do you see fitness as something which is very relevant to anyone entering the industry of buying, selling, and achieving a higher sales potential?
Absolutely. I believe that people judge you in the first 7 seconds, making that impactful first impression which you never get a second chance to do. Also is determined by the kind of fitness that you have. So be it your grooming, be it your fitness, unless you don't look good and you don't feel good about the way you look, the conviction that you have behind the product that you sell, the social skills that you have in connecting with your prospective buyers, the networking skills, that is somewhere that you will hold back. You will not want to go and be visible in the market if you don't feel good about yourself. And the day you start feeling good about yourself, you see your entire approach changing. You start attracting people, you start socializing, networking, connecting, and that's how your interpersonal skills grow, leading to sales success.
A final word, gentlemen. Shailendra, what does, when you talk about your passion, what does fitness mean to you?
I think for me, fitness is really about living life to the maximum. We must really be good in all areas of our life. I think physical fitness, financial fitness, your personal fitness, your social fitness, everything is really, really important. I think if we all can live life very holistically and develop ourselves as individuals to become powerful, right? And as you're talking about, doctor, stress is happening because a lot of people have not unleashed their full potential. We are living at 10% of our potential, right? If we maximize our human potential, then we will be fit in all areas of our life. I think the most important thing for all of us is to maximize the potential all of us have inside of us and then manifest the greatness within. I think then we all can live a great life.
Talking about manifestation, Dr. Kingmoohan, I think you're a high achiever, achieved so much that any other person would have really taken steps and strides forward. What does holistic development mean to you?
See, since I handle 3 professions, if you notice it, even to film acting, you need fitness according to the character which you play. And if you don't match that fitness level, people are very keen in observing. You're out of business very easily if you don't match the character. If you want to put on weight, you have to put on weight. If you want to lose weight, you got to lose weight. That's where you inspire others. People are here looking at you as an inspiration. When you're into that field, you got to be very careful about how you project yourself. So fitness becomes important there. As far as corporate life is concerned, as he mentioned, that if you feel great with yourself, your energy levels are very high, so that you communicate properly with the person opposite to you and drive your thought. That becomes an asset for you.
Yes.
And I'm also a part of human rights and anti-corruption. If you notice that people who are not organized in life get into the wrong habits.
True.
And like people who are actually very structured in terms of their time management, food management, and ambience management. If you notice, a child growing in a slum area will not have a visualization of becoming that great big person. But if you're living in a decent society that also grooms you, that drives you, yes, I want to become a doctor, engineer, that ambience creates you that thought in you. So that is also, if you're among people who are into fitness, who are into active lifestyle, that really helps the entire society. Once the society is formed in such a nice way, you see that it translates, state becomes good. Once the state is ready, the country becomes good. Ultimately, what you require is a global peace. If you're uncomfortable with something in your body you can't tolerate, imagine if you're uncomfortable with a group of people who are not fit enough. So where are the bright thoughts coming in? If you're looking at globally, like what you require, this is a basic aspect. You change from yourself to the family, the state, country, and globally you are known as a well-balanced living.
And final words from Gopal Gera, leadership, fitness. Should the industry be synonymous with, getting their management, getting the top leadership in shape so that they are ready to feel happy with themselves and drive their team forward?
Absolutely. 1 hour of time given to yourself, 23 hours of freedom. And I think all that requires is 1 hour of commitment to yourself at a bodily level, at a physical level. If you're fit, you're mentally, emotionally far stronger to take on the challenges that your work will throw up to you. Because even the scriptures have said, Pehla Sukh Nirogi Kaya. The first happiness you will experience is to be fit. Fit physically will contribute to a fitness mentally, spiritually, emotionally. All of that is completely linked.
With me, I have Shailendra, Gopal Gera, and Dr. Kingmoohan. Thank you for your time, and we also hope that you have learned something in taking fitness as one of the priorities towards achieving a good life balance. Thank you.